Okay, well, good morning, everyone. It's Nicola Cairncross, and thank you very much for your comments and encouragement on my last video, where I was saying how I'd figured out why my video view counts were going down due to having inserted a video on my channel that was not pulling in the right kind of viewers, not because anyone's a right or a wrong kind of viewer, but just because, I'm aiming my channel at a certain kind of person who might want to become a client eventually. Because my video was doing so well in the Google search engine, I was getting a lot of traffic, and I don't think it was the kind of traffic that would ultimately watch the rest of my videos and become a client. So I'm going to talk you through the whole thing. And in the process, I've discovered something very, very exciting indeed, which you can use to totally dominate the search engines for your key phrase that you want to get at the top of Google for, because Google rewards videos. And why is that? Because lots of people prefer to watch videos than to read. I want to show you the whole process. I'm going to show you how I discovered what I discovered. I want to show you what the problem was with the video that was bringing me the wrong kind of traffic. And I'm going to show you how to make shorts. Now, a lot of people don't bother with shorts, and I didn't want to bother with shorts because I didn't like the way that my shorts looked when they were shown to me on my telly, because I'm in the demographic who would want to watch my videos. And so my TV shows me my own shorts, which is a little bit disconcerting, let me tell you. And they also suggest my own videos sometimes, but not as often as they suggest my shorts to me. But I didn't like the way they looked, so I went looking for a better way to make them look better. And also, because I didn't want to make shorts about different topics, I wanted to make them as like a trailer for my main video and a way to bring traffic to my main videos. So Caitlin, this one's for you, because by making shorts this way, although you probably won't be able to use much of the search engine optimization, although you might, you're a musician, I know that, then you might, but you will certainly be able to make your shorts stand out from everybody else's. And I'm going to show you why that is in a minute. So hang on to your seats, people. This is going to be fast and furious and very exciting indeed. Okay, so let's go over to share my screen. First of all, let's go to the back end of my channel. Here we go. Let's show you what the issue was. YouTube Studio, still too bright and light on my new webcam, I can see. Okay, so if I go to my analytics, you will see that in the last 28 days, in spite of what's been happening with this other video, confusing my audience, and that's where I realized that was happening, because you can see that I was getting sort of 50, 60, even up to 80 views a day, and then here was where it started to go downhill fast, and it literally went from 40 views a day down to 8. And that's I realized something was very wrong then. So what I did was I scrolled down, I looked at content, and you can see here it is, Nigeria CBDC experiment. I've actually made this unlisted because I don't want people who find it in the search engines to click through and not find something at all. But the view count's dropping rapidly because YouTube isn't sending any more traffic to it at all. So you can see my second most popular video is Steve Bartlett's The Diary. It's an unboxing and a review. So I'm going to see if I can make a short for that at the end of what I'm going to tell you first. So you can see that it's still there. It's unlisted. It's sinking fast, and eventually all the other ones will catch it up. So let's go over to Google and see if I put in. Okay, so if you went to Google a little while ago, you'd have seen that my video was literally in the top 3, and it was getting traffic from Google all the time. And you can tell that because when you go back here, you can go into the actual video analytics, and you can see it was actually still on an upward slope until the other day when I started to, or I delisted it, and basically it's going down now because it's not getting any help from Google. So here you go, how viewers find this video. So YouTube search was one of the biggest ones, but external is also a big one, or it was until I killed it. So if you go down here and you can see external is bringing a lot of traffic, then and this was right at the top along with YouTube search. So I knew that was bringing me a lot of traffic from Google. And so that's a good thing if it's bringing the right kind of people to you. But what we want to do now is we want to go and have a look at Steve Bartlett diary. Now, unboxing. I don't know if anyone would actually search for unboxing, but I'm going to use that phrase just to show you. Right, so as I'd expect, I'm in the top 3, but what I didn't expect when I came and had a look this morning was that I'm actually number 1 and number 2. So that's going to bring me a lot more traffic, isn't it? And the reason it's bringing me more traffic is because this is the trailer, which is actually a short. So if it's a short, why is it showing me sideways like this? It's because I put my YouTube thumbnail on the front of my short. And how do I do that? Because you can't do it when you're just doing a short from your phone. If you're just creating a short from your phone, or you're remixing one of your videos on your phone to become a short. What I do is I manually make my shorts after I finished editing them on my computer, so that I can make my short and then I can put at the beginning of my short, and I'll show you how I do it in a minute, the sideways thumbnail, which means that Google can now show me in the search results because I'm not vertical. Now, let's just have a look and see how I do it just at Steve Bartlett's diary. Yeah, I don't think oh, number 4, there you go. So if I could tweak that a bit more, so Steve Bartlett's diary, or would someone put that in? I don't know. They probably would, wouldn't they? Number 2. So that's really good, isn't it? But the best thing is when I get top 2 places, number 1 and number 2. Okay, so if anyone puts in diary unboxing, then they'll find me number 1 and number 2. If they put in just Steve Bartlett's diary, they'll find me number 2. So I'm getting a good amount of traffic from there. Let's go and show you that. Channel analytics, content. So you can see it's still on an upward trajectory, and that's exactly what you want to see for an evergreen video. How viewers find this video. Here we go. So external, that means Google. So it's coming, 41% of my traffic is coming from Google, and YouTube search is number 2. Now, this was exactly what I saw for the Nigerian CBDC video. And also looking over here, you can see what impressions you're getting, 10% click-through rate. That's really high. And then 3.5% average view duration. That's a sort of average for my channel. I think a lot more people watch this. It's 15 minutes long, so they probably watch it for a bit longer than that, but it's just an average. And that's not bad either. You know, YouTube will suggest you if you've got that kind of average click-through and duration. That click-through, definitely they'll show you, which is why, you know, sometimes they sort of put it out to Google a little bit, and then they put it out to YouTube a little bit, and they see how you do. And if it does well, then it will come back. What I'd really like to see in there is suggested videos. Let's have a look. Search, direct or new, external. Direct is, I think, from my email list. Channel pages, browse features, and suggested videos. You're doing all right if you're in suggested videos. So this video is a success for me because it's bringing the right kind of people who are interested in Steve Bartlett, who are interested in journaling, who are interested in coaching, and you know, it's an ongoing video. It's still working. So it's still going up the traffic. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, so now let's show you some of my shorts and why they're different to everybody else's. Let's go to the home channel. My internet's tragic at the moment. Look at this, all blank around the edges. Okay, so waiting for the the pictures to download. Oh my God. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go up here. We're going to go to the front page, and we're going to search for Steve Bartlett's diary. And what we see is that it will show us a few normal videos. Oh, look at that. On the front page of Google for search. Oh, sorry, YouTube for search. Marvelous. Okay, what I'm actually looking for. Oh, I know where it is. It's just on the front page. Don't have to actually search. I'm looking to show you the different kinds of shorts. Here we go. So look, 2 rows of normal videos, and then you get the shorts. And so unless I know what it's about, cute baby videos, I know what that's about. It's about a feng shui decorator who I follow. That's obviously trigonometry, who I don't follow anymore, but I used to. But you can see that only one of them has got writing on it. to tell you what it's about. And that's the problem when you're watching the shorts on the telly, when you're watching YouTube on the telly, which I do, it's huge screen. And I can't, unless I know what these shorts are about, I'm not going to click it. So how easy is it going to be to attract new visitors to your channel if you're putting up shorts that they don't know what it's about? Cute puppy, obviously. So, you're going to click on the things that you can guess what they're about. But how much more powerful would it be if you could show what the video is about, show your thumbnail, and tell them where to find you? Because that's another thing, is if you're on the telly, sometimes it takes you a while to figure out how to actually click on the damn things. Well, it does me anyway, because I'm rubbish with a TV remote control. So let me show you how I make my shorts, because it's all very different. Let me go to my channel and you'll see where I figured this out halfway through. Okay, so look how much my shorts stand out. There's sort of an intriguing thing which sort of tells people a little bit. I mean, that one's just a straightforward which website's right for you. That was check-in day, which doesn't say much about it, but probably would be, congrats in order. People might think I'm pregnant, so they click through, a little bit clickbaity. But you can see that I've also got watch full video at youtube.com at Nicola Cairncross. Now, the reason I do that is because when I'm putting these onto Instagram, I want people to know which channel to come to without having to, because Instagram, it's really hard to click any links, and you have to go to my profile to find a link to my YouTube channel. So what I want is for people to be able to see it on Instagram or anywhere like that, Facebook or LinkedIn, and just go straight to YouTube and type in Nicola Cairncross, because I've told them what my channel name is. So that's why I want it like this. Now you can see that it really does stand out. I've got the colour on there. Otherwise you just see my face. And how have you got any idea? And the other complaint I've got is everyone uses this really teeny tiny writing on their shorts, which I can't read. Even on my phone it's hard if I haven't got my contact lenses in. But look at this. Look, I did some with my business mentor. They actually did quite well, mainly because of the moody picture. But you can see these ones here. They might catch you with a horrible looking face, which, with the eyes half shut, you look a bit pissed. And you don't really want that, do you? So this is why I like to do my shorts in the way that I do them. So I'm aware, see, look, just my face, even with writing on, hard to read. Then I did one like that and I thought, oh my God, that's pretty good. I think I was looking for how to center myself, because I didn't know, as you'll see, I didn't know how to center myself a lot of the time at the beginning when I was doing shorts. Look at that, that's terrible. So what I might do, these are quite popular videos, these costing me dollars. See, I might redo this one, okay, because that is absolutely rubbish. So I know I've got what's the word I'm looking for? I've got the video, the raw video there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to download that. I'm going to do that right now because I'm going to show you how to make a short in the way that I make it. YouTube Studio. Stop playing with Nicola Cairncross here, and I'd like to quickly interrupt this video. You may or may not know I have a business called Clicks and Leads Academy, which is not just about marketing your business better online, although we do cover that. It's also about becoming a better entrepreneur. So if you like the sound of that, you can come over to clicksandleads.academy. See you on the other side. Okay, here we are. Here it is. And that's where I can download it from, because I don't keep videos once I've uploaded them to YouTube. I should, I suppose, on my drive perhaps. Okay, desktop. Here we go. Save. Okay, so this is how I do it. I go to Canva, and I've got a paid account on Canva, but it's not very much. It's about $10 a month. And I use it for lots of different things, like removing backgrounds and putting the orange ring around myself to make myself pop a bit on some designs. Because I've made some mobile video, I can just copy these and then replace the elements. But if you're going to do it for the first time, I think you have to go over here and choose mobile video, and it gives you the right format. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the background my house color, which is this one. And then I'm going to upload the video. Oh, no, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to check it with my video editing software. Here we are. Open that one, import media. Go down to my little movie on a desktop. I do all my work on my desktop and then I move it after about every week. Here we go. Absolutely horrible. Look at that. That's not great at all, is it? So let's see if I can center myself. Oh, doesn't look I'm going to be able to center myself on this one. And I'm not about to edit it again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import, go back to the beginning. I'm going to import the media, which is in Images YouTube. And what I do is I put it right at the very beginning. I shorten it 2 seconds. You can see the numbers there. So it literally is just there if someone shares the video or if it appears on YouTube, Google, and it enables me to make a nice, intriguing trailer video. Let's go back to the beginning. And you'll see it's filling up the whole screen. And it's got his face on it, which is what attracts people. And then it will fade out. So I need to do a transition, fade out, tiny transition there. Right, let's play it. It's Steve Bartlett's The Diary. He is the youngest dragon of the dead. He had a social media company in Manchester called Social Chain. Right, so I'm not centered, but I'm not going to worry about that for the purposes of this demo. And then I'm going to export it. I'm going to save it as Steve Bartlett Diary Trailer, just so that I can able to tell it apart from everything else. Make sure I save it into my desktop rather than into the folder where all my YouTube thumbnails are, because that's something that can easily happen. And I'm going to export it. MP4, desktop, yes. Okay, so now I've got my video that's got the short at the thumbnail at the front. I'm going to go back to Canva. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to get stop. And you can see, oh dear, I don't know which one it is. Oh, God. It'll be the one without all the inverted commas. That'll be the one. You can see it happening over here. There's a little sort of filling up thing, which is quite nice. And there's also a bar going across there. And you can see that this is showing the original thumbnail. So it's embedded the thumbnail at the beginning of the video. There we go, ready to go. So you just drag it across there. I like to put it smack bang in the middle. I like to make it as big as I possibly can. Shush. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put at the top something to intrigue and try and get them to what you want as big as possible so that it can be read on a TV. So slightly confrontational, slightly intriguing, and then let's just copy that and go down to the bottom and then go. I don't know if you noticed, but whenever I'm doing URLs or anything like this, I will always capitalize the name, the first line of the URL. And here I'm capitalizing the first name of my channel name because it makes it easier to read. And remember, really want is youtube.com. People, I like it on different lines so people can just remember the channel name at Nicola Cairncross, because I've got so short memory. I could go over to YouTube and forget within minutes what I'm supposed to be looking for. So I want them to be able to remember it easily. Okay, so this is doing the job. It's telling them that it's an unboxing. It's telling them it's Steve Bartlett's diary. Is it worth the money? Basically, it's got, if you go to the beginning, it's got the thumbnail. So it's got his face, it's got my face, and it's not a bad short cover. Very good. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is move you lot out of the way a little bit, and then I'm going to go share. because that's all I need to do. I've uploaded the video. It's in the right format. I'm going to go share. And then I'm going to go download. I want to download it. And what it's going to do now is going to ask me what I want to download it as. You want to download it as an MP4 video. It suggests that for you. And you go download. And then what it's going to do is it's teeing it up, as you can see. If you needed to get approval or whatever. So, if you're doing it for a boss or a client and you wanted to get approval, you could actually send them the link to have a look at. So this is going to take a little while. So I'll come back to you when it's done. Okay, so now it's offering to save it on desktop. This video is sponsored by WPExpertUK.com. You run your business, we look after your WordPress site. Basic updates and security patches or full website management, we've got you covered. Available during UK business hours, it's like having an in-house webmaster on your team for a fraction of the cost, a quick message away. Founder Nicola Cairncross has been proudly using WordPress to create the majority of her and her Clicks and Needs clients' websites for over 17 years. We know WordPress inside out. Just visit WPExpertUK.com to find out about our 3 simple price packages. And now, back to the video. Now, how am I going to tell it from the other ones? Oh, because it'll have the proper trailer on the front. Okay. Let's Steve Bartlett. So let's just call it diary trailer. Oh no, we've got to call it the Steve Bartlett because otherwise it won't do the search engine thing. Diary unboxing. Important to call your videos what you want to be found for in the search engines, even the shorts, as we found out when we saw I was number 1 and number 2 for something. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer it to my mobile phone because what I find is it's much easier to upload it as a short from your phone as it is from your desktop, and I can't remember why. Let's go and have a look and see why. Upload videos. No, I can't remember at all. There must be a reason. You don't need to put much on a description for a short, as nobody will ever see it. Well, I do like to add hashtags. He does spell it Stephen himself, though. So let's put it Stephen. There we go. Stephen Bartlett, Steve Bartlett, Steve. Diary. I'm just going to leave the rest of it there. The other thing I like to do is I like to put no, you can't change the thumbnail, right? So that's and then what I'll do is I'll put it on just the shorts playlist. See, this is another reason to do it the way I've shown you how to do it, because you can't change the thumbnail on your short. So it'll just pick an image and you're stuck with the image that YouTube choose for you. Okay, gone over my numbers. Okay, back under the right numbers now. Next. And what I like to do is add an end screen. This is really interesting because I definitely have always transferred it to my phone using Bluetooth and done it from there. So I'm not quite sure why I used to do that unless something is different. Leave that over there. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose the video that I want them to watch afterwards, which is not the best for viewer. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to choose a specific video because I want them to go and watch the full video of the unboxing. Now I've got a challenge, haven't I? No, not that one. That says trailer. So I don't want it to send it back to itself. Oh, that won't work at all, will it? Ah, there we are. That's the full video. Because that's what I want them to see afterwards. Now, there's another neat trick for this. So hold on. Save. Choose an end screen next. No copyright issues found because I haven't used any music or anything. We're going to publish it. Let's give it time to, I'm going to schedule it because it gives it time to show in the best possible light. So 11:27, let's make it 11:45. That's today, 30th of May. Just check that. Yes, that's all good. We're not going to set it as a premiere or anything like that. Okay, so schedule. So that's all of that done. I want to copy the link to the actual full-length video. And then the final thing to do when it actually publishes is to come back to your own video and to make a comment on it. So go into your channel, go into your shorts. In fact, I might be able to do it, just showing it here. Go to your shorts. Bizarre. Can't seem to find it again now. Oh, there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually click into it, because what I want to do is I want to actually go in and make a comment about watch the full video here. So I'm going to but I want to do that on the new one that's got the orange top and bottom and the proper thumbnail. And what I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually going to edit it to make it invisible. And then what that'll do is when people are actually watching the short, they can either click on the Nicola Cairncross bit at the bottom, they can click on a comment to go to get the link to go and watch it. And at the end of this video, it will show them the actual video, the full video that they can watch at the end of this short. So I hope that was in any way coherent for you. And I got a little bit confused halfway through because of the fact I've already done a trailer, but not in the way I wanted to. So actually, this is brilliant. It's forced me to do the trailer in the way I wanted it to. And I'll come back and show you after a little while of the video being live how many views and things it's had. And I hope all that's been helpful, and I'll talk to you very soon.